Minister Wike, the painful reality of letting go. You can't have it all in life. But 2027 is not far. Step back, reflect, and slow down for your own well-being. And now to the news in full. Minister Wike, as an observing psychologist, I feel compelled to address the emotional and psychological implications of your current trajectory. Without a direct assessment, it is evident that the constant confrontations, political entanglement, and persistent assertions of power are exacting a toll not only on your well-being, but also on your leadership legacy. Leadership demands resilience, but it also calls for humility. It doesn't have that one. Reflection and the capacity to prioritize long-term vision over immediate battles. Relentless conflict and political tensions. Your political journey has been marked by continuous clashes, from orchestrating the removal of Uche Secondos as PDP national chairman to ongoing tensions with Governor Siminalayi Fubara and contentious disputes with former Governor Peter Odili. Odili's remark that you sought to capture Rivers State as a private estate resonates with many Nigerians, raising concerns about your intentions and challenging the fundamental principles of democracy. The "I made you governor" narrative, the repeated claim of "I made you governor," strikes at the heart of Nigeria's democratic ideals. It prompts critical questions. Why do we hold elections, Abi? If somebody can make somebody governor, why do we have to do election? And he's not the first person to say it. Another person said it the other day. I make this person the governor. How is somebody coming up to say, I made you? Are you the entire population of Nigeria that you are making somebody the governor? It prompts critical questions. Why do we hold elections? Why do institutions like INEC exist if the endorsement of one individual can overshadow the collective will of the people? This narrative, while common in Nigerian politics, is deeply corrosive. It undermines public trust in democracy and reinforces a culture of entitlement and patronage rather than service and accountability. A headline on Arise TV's YouTube channel, Fubara says he's building a psychiatric hospital for opponents, plus Wike hailed, though perhaps intended as political banter, highlights the growing public perception of overreach. Such narratives, even when delivered in jest, reflects a broader concern that this conflict risks overshadowing your achievements and diminishing the gravitas of your leadership. Instead of focusing on governance, public discourse has been dominated by tales of power, struggles, and political feuds. The tide is turning. Your transition to FCT minister has brought its own challenges. While President Tinubu has praised your performance, your demolitions of homes and businesses, often criticized for lacking due process, have sparked public outrage. Nigerians are beginning to draw parallels between your actions in Rivers State and Abuja, seeing a pattern of heavy-handedness that diminishes public trust. Moreover, your consistent presence in the news, more so than the president or your fellow minister, is a double-edged sword. I'm telling you, he's always in the news for something. You would almost think that he's the president of the country, the way he's always talking, the way he's always making headlines every day. Even more than the president, he makes headlines more than any other person in this country. Wike is always in the news for something. So really, it's a double-edged sword. There is a widespread belief that you were instrumental in securing Tinubu's victory in Rivers State. However, overexposure risks isolating you politically, especially if allies grow weary of your approach. President Tinubu, like any politician, may tire of a subordinate who appears to dominate the spotlight. Minister Wike, history has shown that the tides of loyalty in politics shifts quickly, and overextension can turn even your allies against you. Yes, sir. Your clashes with elderly traditional rulers who have urged you to move on from your tenure as Rivers State Governor and your disputes with neighboring state governors who align closely with Fubara's government paint a picture of a leader struggling to let go. This conflict, especially with elders, strikes at the heart of cultural respect and decorum. Leadership is not about perpetual dominance. It is about knowing when to step back and let others grow. It doesn't know when to. For God's sake, slow down. This is not only for your political survival, but also for your personal peace and stability. I don't think he's going to slow down because that man, I don't know the planet he comes from. He just wants everything to keep going his way. If something is not going his way like this, it's problem. Chief Edwin Clark, a respected 97-year-old elder statesman, has also urged you to focus on your role in Abuja, leaving Rivers State and his leadership to Governor Fubara. His advice is a reminder that leadership requires knowing when to let go of control and trust others to lead. Exactly, you cannot keep, you helped him to become the president, you are his godfather, you trained him, you did this, you did that. At a point in time, won't you leave him to be independent? You want to keep controlling him forever? No. He has a mind of his own, so you leave him to lead. You trust his judgment. Trust him. Clark's call to move beyond what he describes as policies of madness underscores the need for a shift in approach, away from conflict and towards collaboration. Your initiatives in Abuja, such as building court facilities for judges, initially projected an image of influence and goodwill. However, recent rulings dismissing cases on jurisdictional grounds reflect a judiciary reclaiming its independence. This shift is a stark reminder that influence and alliances have limits, and power wielded without restraint often leads to diminishing returns. Yes, the judiciary stance underscores the importance of the rule of law over individual agendas. Engaging in perpetual battles, political or personal, inevitably takes a toll on emotional resilience and cognitive clarity. The constant narrative of "I made you governor, therefore you owe me loyalty" reflects an unhealthy dynamic that perpetuates tension rather than collaboration. It fosters resentment, isolates you from potential allies, and undermines the trust essential for effective leadership. Minister Wike, this cycle is unsustainable both for your psychological health and your legacy. I don't think he cares about his health or any legacy. Minister Wike, it is time to pause and reassess. Reflect deeply on the toll those conflicts are taking, not only on your political standing, but also on your mental and emotional well-being. Leadership is not about asserting dominance at every time. And they've told him before that you don't ask for respect by force, you earn it. Stop trying to be dominating, asking people to obey you by force, to do your bidding by force. It is about fostering balance, empathy, and a vision that transcends personal grievances. Governance should be rooted in service, not ego, and democracy must be a system where power is earned and not claimed. You earn it, you don't claim it. Even Fubara has said it, so please calm down for your own personal health. Written by Professor John Ebiazen Oshodi, born in Uromi, Edo State, Nigeria. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.